Welcome back to D20 Tactics. On this channel I play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends, and we explore combat scenarios and play out the tactics used to defeat monsters quickly and safe, giving you more time to get back to roleplay. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Sarson0, and today I'm joined by LongFish, BlindOracle, AzureWolf, and Fear No Equal. Together, we'll run through typical battles that adventurers might see playing Dungeons & Dragons. This is the 5th encounter attacking a drow raiding camp, so if you missed the start, you can find a link to it in the description below. Grab your dice, draw your sword, and let's jump into combat. Hit points, abilities, spells, items in hand. Fighter
at 57 out of 57 HP, have both my second wind and my action surge available. I have a great axe +1 in hand.
AzureWolf as the wizard, what do you got?
43 hit points, I am capped off completely. As for my spell slots, I have all 4 first level. I have 2 remaining second, 1 remaining third, and 4 charges on my wand left.
Rogue, what do you got?
44 at 44 HP, holding the +1 short bow. No short-term abilities to speak of.
LongFish is a cleric. Tell us about it.
51 hit points. I'm armed with my warhammer and my shield. I have 2 level 1 slots, 1 level 2, and 3 level 3 slots remaining, and both of my channel divinities.
Got all those level 3 spots left. Monsters' abilities, items, and numbers. 1 Barlgura. Barlgura is like a demonic gorilla. Barlgura can cast some spells, has invisibility and disguise self, can entangle and use phantasmal force. They have the ability to attack recklessly. They can also take running leaps and jump up to 40 feet, so they have quite a jump distance. They have multi-attack, they have fists, and they can bite. They're very angry monsters. They also are demons. Drow are known to summon demons to serve them. They have the resistances that demons have: immunity to poison, resistant to cold and fire and lightning. They also have blind sight, so they're going to fight incredibly well in darkness. They also have telepathy, so if you hear voices in your head, you'll at least know why. They have 40 feet of speed, 40 feet of climb. This guy's going to be a lot of fun. 2 drow warriors riding 2 giant spiders. The giant spiders you know and love have the ability to spit webs. You guys haven't been hit by those yet, through no fault of me trying. The drow warriors ride on top of them. You can kill the mounts or you can kill the riders, and the other one will still continue to fight. The drow warriors have short swords and crossbows. They're also drow, so they can cast fairy fire and darkness. Terrain and effects. The terrain here is a lot of clear terrain, which is quite obvious. A little bit of difficult terrain, which is in the places where it kind of looks like it might be difficult. And then a whole mess of dangerous terrain. It's not simply dangerous to stand in it. It's a 20-foot drop down to the area below if you, for whatever reason, wind up in the dangerous terrain. So it's a 2d6 bludgeoning damage on the fall. In addition, you'll wind up on another map and you have to run to get back up here. So I think less than the damage caused, it's going to cause you to lose a lot of time. That's the threat of falling off the fortress into the ground below. It is clear ground in that there's no enemies there because it's the area you just came from, but it is going to be quite a setback if you guys wind up losing your footing and going over the edge. That's what the dangerous terrain looks like. After the terrain is the tactics. What do you guys think?
I have some questions about line of sight.
Sure. Tell me about them.
Could one, if we are standing on the southernmost point of this map, draw a straight line of sight to that spider and its rider to the southeast?
Yes, there's a completely unencumbered line of sight. This guy you'd have some cover to. Well, he's actually large, so he wouldn't. Yeah, they are not going to get any cover, so you're going to take a sniper's nest from that spot in the south. That's smart. Yeah, that'll work.
I'm really thinking about it, yeah.
What about the rest of you?
That's kind of what I was thinking also, is that spot and just shooting.
If we do that, 1, we should pop Spiritual Guardians as early as possible so that we can not hurt our teammates against the inevitable darkness on that sniper's nest.
Yes.
Yep, sounds good.
The other thing that will happen is if I post up there, we will draw the demon to that sniper's nest, because I guarantee you he's going to be able to jump that.
Yup, 40-foot jump, baby.
And that's the problem, is you post up there, we can't cover you because they're going to darkness it. You're not going to be able to shoot out of it, and he's going to jump in and raffle stomp you.
Because he can see in that darkness.
Yeah. The thought was to take 1 or 2 shots at the spider and then run away.
Oh, for sure. Like, especially if we go first, we want to open with that. But I don't think you necessarily want to post up there. I think you guys want to stay accessible to the corridor so that you can run away from the Barlgura.
Do we want to kill the spiders? Do we want to kill the drows? I think we need to kill the drows to end darkness period.
Definitely.
Tactics on dealing with that big guy, that's going to be the problem. If he can throw somebody down, that's going to cost us.
Cue Benny Hill music.
If we all just hold up, occupy that whole area, he can't jump over, right? He can't land on our square.
He has a climb speed, so he could actually just hang onto the wall and beat you while he's hanging onto the wall.
King Kong it.
Yeah, you can King Kong it, exactly. If you were able to block off enough distance, you could do that, yeah. Potion of growth, maybe.
Or I spend a second level slot to enlarge one of you.
All right, any other thoughts, or are we going to kick it off?
It's going to come down to initiative.
Yes, it is.
Always does. Let's roll a guy up. Yeah, buddy. Who's got higher than a 20? Who's got between a 20 and a 15? I have an 18. Who's got between a 15 and a 10?
10 minus 1 for the cleric.
Who's got between a 10 and a 5?
Oh, a 6 on the owl.
The rogue also has a 6.
Who's got between a 5 and a 0?
3.
Fighter with 3 on a -1.
So then we're going to kick it off with my guys. The spider's going to move to here, and he's going to shoot a web at the cleric. Nat 20, baby. Unfortunately, it doesn't do any damage, but you are restrained. As an action, you can attempt a DC 12 strength check to break out. You can also attack the web at AC 10, and 5 hit points, vulnerable to fire, immune to bludgeoning, poisoning, and psychic damage. The drow on the top is going to take a shot at you. You're restrained, so he has advantage to hit you, and he's going to get a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Please take 4 points of piercing damage and a constitution save versus poison.
So I have advantage to that. That will be a 14.
You're going to pass, so you are not poisoned for an hour. You're just going to take that piercing damage. Then the spider's going to move to here and dodge, and then the rider is going to throw a fairy fire at this point right here. Owl, wizard, rogue, and fighter, please make dexterity saves, DC 11.
Fighter fails with 5.
Rogue passes with a 16.
14 and 14.
Okay, now the Barlgura is going to jump across there. He's going to dash, and he's going to land here. And that's all of my stuff. Hopefully I'm not feeding my demon to his inevitable demise. Cleric, what do you got for us?
Try to break the restraint.
Action to break the restraints.
Oh shoot, it's a full action. Nat 20. Oh, that's a great way to waste it.
That'll do it. What do you got after that?
Does radiant damage do anything special to demons or no?
Depends on the demon. In general, no. For the Barlgura specifically, also no.
I will bonus action a spiritual weapon at the drow that just threw the web at me.
Sounds good. Roll to hit.
24.
24 will connect.
And I will do 11 damage.
You good for movement, or are you going to move?
That's me.
After the cleric is the rogue.
Bonus action, hide behind the wizard. The Barlgura has blind sight, doesn't it?
It does.
What range is its blind sight out to?
30 feet.
And I cannot get anywhere useful because we are jammed up front.
You could get to the front here. I don't know that you want to stay there, but you could get there.
I don't want to stay there.
The fighter will probably run past you.
Nah, that's... Just go ahead and shoot the Barlgura, as is. No, that's a crit. It's unfortunate there's no sneak attack on this. For 13 points of damage. Yeah, that's my turn.
After that, we're going to go to the owl.
Let's aggravate it for the rogue. Get him away somewhere, probably to the west, in a safer area. And that's his turn.
After that, we go to AzureWolf.
If this works, this is going to be great. Gust of wind with the wind fan. Start of his turn, he makes a strength check. It's a DC 13.
So you're going to cast a gust of wind and try to knock him off the edge. If you pull this off, this is going to be amazing. That's an action. I'm imagining your movement's good there. After the wizard, we're going to go over to the fighter.
All right, since I don't wish to enter that gust of wind, I'm going to head north, and I will dodge here.
After that, we're going to go to the Barlgura. All right, here it is. All the marbles.
Start a turn. He has to make a DC 13 strength save, please.
Yeah, he's going to get a 19 to save.
Yeah, he's not going to fail a strength save. He's a giant monkey.
The plan was a 40% chance of success and a whole lot of benefit if it did work. So he's going to move into there. He's going to squeeze to get there, but he's going to reckless attack, which is going to cancel out the disadvantage. So here's the bite attack. That's going to be a 17 to hit you.
Shield.
Here's the first fist, 15, and the second fist, nat 1. But I got a shield out of you, so that might have been worth it. This spider over here is going to try to recharge his web. He's going to fail to do that. We're just going to walk away from that fighter. We don't need to get in a fight. I'm at long range for disadvantage. You're dodging for disadvantage, but I have advantage to hit you because of the fairy fire, so that'll cancel out nicely. I'll still take that shot. Let's get a nat 20 to hit you, fighter.
No crit damage.
This is fine. Take 5 points of piercing damage, please, and give me a constitution save versus poison.
Big ol' 16 constitution save.
All right, you are not poisoned for 1 hour. Over here, we're going to continue concentrating on fairy fire. We're also going to take a shot with the same rules about advantage and disadvantage. We have 60 as our max range. The spider's going to try to spit a web at you. It's going to get a 9, so it's not going to hit you. The crossbowman on top is going to get a nat 1 to hit you, so that's going to miss. That is everything I have. LongFish with the cleric. What do you got?
Running away. I will bonus action move a spiritual weapon for 20 feet towards Barlgura. I'll step out around the corner. Do I have line of sight on the spider?
Yeah, you got line of sight on this spider.
Alright, I'll guiding bolt the rider. 25 to hit
25 will connect.
for a total of 13 damage.
That is lethal.
I'll walk back west one.
After that, we go to Rogue.
Yeah, we're just going to shoot the Barlgura. 27.
27 will connect.
20 points of damage.
Anything else?
I think that's it. I think we're good there.
After that, we're going to go to the owl.
Same thing, let's give the rogue advantage again.
After the owl, AzureWolf.
Shocking Grasp. 23?
23 connects.
10 points of damage.
Not as effective as you hope, as it resists lightning damage, so it's only going to take the 5.
But you did shock the monkey.
Yep.
What do you got from that?
That's it for me.
After the wizard is the fighter, for no equal.
We're just going to keep chasing these spiders. Move me 30 feet and dodge. And I no longer am subject to fairy fire.
After the fighter, we're going to go to the demon's turn. Spider up here is going to try to recharge its web. It's going to fail to do so. We're going to keep kiting you. Dash to there. You're dodging. The range disadvantage doesn't matter. We're going to get a 13 to hit you with the crossbow. That's going to miss. Spider's going to fail to recharge its web. I don't want to feed you the spider, but I don't have anything better to do. So the spider's going to stay here and dodge. There's no reason not to. After that is the Barlgura.
DC 13 strength, please.
He's going to pass it with a 20. We're going to hit the wizard again. 10 to hit you with a bite.
Negative.
9 to hit you with a fist.
Negative.
25 to hit you with a fist.
That's gonna connect.
Kindly take maximum of 14 bludgeoning damage
Wow.
and a concentration save.
It's a 20?
I don't feel like proccing, so we're going to stay right there. After that, we're going to go to the LongFish on the cleric.
Move my spiritual weapon next to the Barlgura. I'm just going to take a swing at that. 24 to hit.
24 will connect.
7 damage. I'm going to pop down there and drop a Sacred Flame on the Barlgura as well.
He's going to fail.
9 damage. And I will walk back up to where I was.
After the cleric, we're going to go to BlindOracle on the rogue.
Shoot him with the bow. At advantage. 18.
18 will connect.
13.
All set. Anything else?
Move me north 1 square. That is my turn.
After the rogue is the owl.
Aggravate him again for the rogue. Move back.
Wizard.
Magic Missile level 1. That's a 4.
4 times 3 is 12. He has 1 hit point, so he drops. What else you got?
Gonna drop con on that wind fan.
Sounds good.
And let's start making our way up that bridge there, the land bridge.
After that, we go to Fear No Equal.
I will continue to dodge at them menacingly while walking towards them.
After that, we're going to go to my turn.
Don't forget your recharge rolls.
Fails that one. Spider's going to move to here and to try to bite you. It's got disadvantage because you're dodging. Oh, I did this in the very much the wrong order. The drow is going to throw Fairy Fire. You're going to save against.
I haven't saved against fairy fire once.
Right, but you could potentially save against, right? I spent an action and you could save against it and I don't get any benefit. Because it's only one target, right? If it was multiple targets, it would make sense. I'm going to spend my action to aid this spider in attacking you, giving it advantage. This spider's going to move to here. He now has advantage to cancel your disadvantage. He's going to get a nat 1 to hit you. Well, that was fun.
Tactical recommendation. If he's going to spend his action, maybe he should darkness, because that at least gives general advantage.
Giant spiders have blind sight. That is smart, yeah. I should have done that. If I survive, I will try that next time. Cleric.
Move my spiritual weapon across, and I'm going to run 25 feet. I'll dash myself.
Stubby little cleric legs.
After the cleric is the BlindOracle.
Hide bonus action. This does something now. 24.
24 will do it.
I would like to move to the southeast as much as possible and shoot the rider on the far side with advantage. 24 to hit the rider.
That'll connect.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. That's exactly what you need to drop him. After that, we go to the owl.
Let's see what the distance is to one of those spiders.
It is 13 squares. You only have 12.
So let's get to as far as I can in no man's land.
I guess they could shoot you with a web. Do you want to hang out in the tunnel?
Would they be able to see down?
Yeah, they can see down.
Okay, then yes, the tunnel.
After the owl, we go to the AzureWolf.
Move up on the land bridge and fire. Fire bolt, because it's got the longer range. That's not going to do it with a 10.
10 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
And then kind of move back.
After the AzureWolf is the Fear No Equal.
I continue to dodge menacingly. They have to get by me, so I'll at least get the opportunity attack, and I don't particularly want them to hit me.
After that, we're going to go to my turn. Let me recharge. I successfully recharge. I'm disadvantaged to hit you anyway. No way to scrape you off. We'll just attack you with disadvantage. Double threes, that's going to be a 7 to hit you. That's obviously going to fail. The other guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to recharge his web as well. He's going to get an 18 with disadvantage.
Hey, that'll hit.
Kindly take 11 points of piercing damage and a constitution save.
Ooh, which I fail.
So take an additional 13 points of poison damage. After my spiders, I'm going to go on to the LongFish.
Yeah, roll my spiritual weapon across.
Almost there.
And I will throw a Sacred Flame at the spider on the right.
Spider on the right is going to get an 18.
He's fine.
Excuse me, 19.
He's very fine. And I'll stay there.
After the cleric, we go to the blind oracle.
Spiders have blind sight, yeah?
They do, but only up to 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the hide action. 27 to hide from the spider.
27 will hide.
Now we're going to pop out and shoot the spider. Ooh, no, we are not. Is it 12 hit?
12 is not going to connect.
Then we'll pop back around the corner.
After the rogue is the owl.
Get over there and aggravate.
Who's the beneficiary?
Me going into the room below.
Underneath the tunnel. That's interesting, yeah. Maybe I could just climb down there because I can climb, but you cannot be seen, and also there's a guy there. After the owl, we go to the AzureWolf.
Move up, firebolt with advantage. That is a 19.
19 will connect.
Drop the 1, that's nice. 10 points of fire damage, and move back.
After the wizard is the Fear No Equal.
Alright, I'm actually going to have to hit one of these guys, because I think it's better to reduce if I can kill one of them. So we are going to take a swing at the southern one on the left, which I believe has taken more damage. And that's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
For 15 damage. Second attack. And that's a 13 to hit. 13
is going to miss.
Yep. Dice are insane tonight.
Anything else?
Nope, we're going to stick it out.
Back to the spiders. Alright, they're going to attack normally, because I don't think webbing with disadvantage is going to just be a waste. So here's the normal attack. 22 to hit you.
That'll hit.
They're going to do 4 points of piercing and a constitution save of DC 11.
Pass.
So you're only going to take half of the 9 turns to 4 points of poison. Other spider's going to try to do the same thing. He's going to get an 11 to hit you.
That'll miss.
Going to move to there. After that, we're going to go to Cleric.
Bring the hammer into the closer one. Let's whack it.
Have you considered making your spiritual weapon a rolled up newspaper?
Let's see. 14
14 connects.
for 6 damage.
6 damage is lethal.
And I will Sacred Flame the other one.
He's going to pass with a 21.
Alright.
After that, we go to Blind Oracle.
Try this again. Hide action. That was overkill. 30. Try and shoot the spider. 28.
28 hits.
14 points. Pop back around the corner.
Brings us back to the owl.
Out of the tunnel, aggravate for me, back down.
After the owl is the AzureWolf.
Firebolt dance, here we go. 16.
16 connects.
And 17 points of fire damage.
17 points is lethal, and that will drop the final spider. Report hit points.
20 out of 57.
29 out of 43.
44 of 44 hit points.
47 out of 51.
Are there any end of encounter actions?
Arrow recovery.
Would appreciate a little HP.
Anyone need Channel Divinity?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that'll put me at 28. Healed for 8. Now that he's done that, I'm going to Second Wind for 14.
That is the first encounter of the top of the fortress. There's a single encounter left before the drow have been repelled from their stronghold, and the surface is safe for their raids. 5 encounters down, 1 more to go before the long rest. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you'll join us next week as the adventure continues. I'm Saracen Zero, and I'll see you next time.